Welcome to the Ultimate GHOUL tier list. In this video, we'll be ranking every Kagune and Quinque in the game, breaking down their power, abilities, and overall effectiveness. Whether you're a ghoul looking for the strongest Kagune or an investigator searching for the best Quinque, this tier list has got you covered. Stay tuned to find out which ones dominate the battlefield and which ones might not be worth your time. Let's get started. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more GHOUL guides, tier lists, and tips. B-tier Kagune tier list, ROBLOX GHOUL. B-tier Kagune are decent options that can perform well in certain situations but are often outclassed by higher tier choices. They have solid damage and mobility, but they may lack the versatility or raw power needed to compete with top-tier Kagune. Let's take a look at the B-tier Kagune and ROBLOX GHOUL and what makes them unique. 1. Wing Kagune. Strengths: extremely fast, powerful aerial AoE, rapid attacks. Weaknesses: struggles against high-damage tanky opponents, lower raw damage compared to top-tier Kagune. The Wing Kagune is a high-speed option that excels in aerial combat. Its rapid attacks allow for quick combos, and its AoE abilities make it effective in group fights. While it can dish out decent damage, it doesn't have the same burst power or survivability as some of the top-tier Kagune. However, for players who prefer speed over raw strength, the Wing Kagune is a solid choice. Best for players who enjoy fast combat and aerial mobility. 2. Beaked Kagune. Strengths: good for single targets, fun charge attack, decent AoE. Weaknesses: struggles against multiple enemies, lacks versatility. The Beaked Kagune is a single target focused Kagune with powerful charge attacks. While it does have some AoE capabilities, it shines the most in one-on-one fights where it can quickly burst down opponents. However, it lacks the wider range of attacks that higher tier Kagune offer, making it a situational choice rather than an all-around strong option. Best for players who prefer focused, high-damage attacks on single targets. Final thoughts on B-tier Kagune. These Kagune are solid choices, but they don't quite reach A or S tier due to their lack of versatility or overall power. Wing Kagune is great for fast aerial combat, while Beaked Kagune is strong in single-target fights. If you enjoy their unique playstyles, they can still be very effective with the right strategy. A-tier Kagune tier list, ROBLOX GHOUL. A-tier Kagune are strong and reliable choices that perform well in most situations. These Kagune have solid damage, good range, and useful abilities, making them great picks for both PvP and grinding. While they may not be as dominant as S-tier Kagune, they are still highly effective and worth using. 1. Jukiyama Kagune. Strengths: fun stab and slash attacks, decent AoE, good knockback. Weaknesses: not the fastest Kagune, knockback can sometimes be a downside in combos. The Jukiyama Kagune is a versatile melee option with a mix of stab and slash attacks. It has a solid AoE, making it effective in crowd control, and its knockback ability helps in disrupting enemies. While it might not have the highest burst damage, it's a well-rounded choice for players who like a mix of offense and control. Best for players who want a balanced Kagune with decent AoE and knockback effects. 2. Yamoori Kagune. Strengths: can attack from range, decent AoE, easy to use. Weaknesses: lacks mobility, not as fast as some other Kagune. The Yamoori Kagune is a ranged-based Kagune with solid AoE damage, making it a strong choice for players who prefer keeping their distance while still dealing good damage. Its straightforward attacks make it easy to use, making it a great option for newer players or those who want a consistent, ranged Kagune. Best for players who enjoy ranged combat and dealing steady damage from a distance. 3. Nishio Kagune. Strengths: long range, great for single targets, really good damage. Weaknesses: less effective in group fights, lacks defensive abilities. The Nishio Kagune specializes in high single-target damage, making it one of the best options for 1v1 fights. With long-range attacks and great burst potential, it excels in taking down enemies quickly. However, it's not the best for crowd control, so it might struggle in team fights or large-scale battles. Best for players who prefer high-damage, single-target combat with long-range capabilities. Final thoughts on A-tier Kagune. These Kagune are powerful and reliable, making them great choices for both PvP and grinding. The Jukiyama Kagune is great for balanced combat, the Yamoori Kagune offers ranged AoE attacks, and the Nishio Kagune is a top-tier option for single-target damage. While they may not be as dominant as S-tier Kagune, they are still among the best choices in the game. If you're enjoying this ROBLOX GHOUL Kagune tier list, make sure to like and subscribe. Your support helps us keep making high-quality tier lists, guides, and updates for GHOUL and other Roblox anime games. Subscribing ensures you never miss out on new strategies, best builds, and ranking updates as the game evolves. By hitting the like button, you also help us reach more GHOUL players who are looking for the best Kagune to use. Whether you're a new player trying to choose your first Kagune or an experienced one looking for the strongest picks, we've got you covered. We're always working to bring you the best breakdowns of weapons, abilities, and mechanics, so if you want to stay ahead of the competition, subscribing is the best way to do it. Comment below what your favorite Kagune is, and let's get into the next part of the tier list. S-tier Kagune tier list, Roblox GHOUL. S-tier Kagune are the absolute best in the game, excelling in damage, speed, and versatility. These Kagune dominate in both PvP and grinding, making them the most powerful choices for any player. If you want to maximize your strength, these are the Kagune you should aim for. 1. Ken Kagune. Strengths: super powerful, rapid attacks, great in any situation. Weaknesses: can be difficult to counter when used by an experienced player, but not many downsides. The Ken Kagune is a top-tier powerhouse, capable of rapid attacks and devastating damage. Whether you're fighting one-on-one or in group battles, this Kagune excels in every scenario. It's one of the strongest and most reliable choices in Roblox GHOUL, making it a must-have for serious players. Best for players who want a Kagune that dominates in all situations. 2. Takizawa Kagune. Strengths: fast attacks, great in group fights, powerful aerial attack. Weaknesses: requires skillful movement to use effectively. The Takizawa Kagune is all about speed and aggression. Its fast attack speed allows for quick combos, and its aerial attack makes it dangerous in air combat. It's especially strong in group fights, where its quick strikes can overwhelm multiple enemies. Best for players who prefer fast, aggressive combat with strong aerial mobility. 3. Noro Kagune. Strengths: slow but very powerful, decent AoE, solid knockback. Weaknesses: slower than other S-tier Kagune, requires good timing. The Noro Kagune may be slower than others, but it makes up for it with insane power. Its AoE skills are excellent for fighting multiple enemies, and its knockback attack allows for good crowd control. If you're looking for a high-damage, tanky Kagune, this is one of the best. Best for players who want a powerful Kagune with strong AoE and knockback. Final thoughts on S-tier Kagune. These Kagune are the best in the game, offering insane damage, fast attacks, and powerful abilities. The Ken Kagune is an all-around beast, the Takizawa Kagune is perfect for fast-paced combat, and the Noro Kagune is great for high-damage AoE attacks. If you're aiming for the strongest Kagune in GHOUL, these are the ones you want to get. And that's all the Kagune in GHOUL. Now, let's move on to the Quinque tier list. B-tier Quinque tier list, Roblox GHOUL. B-tier Quinques are solid but not the best options available. They have decent damage, useful abilities, and some AoE potential, but they don't quite reach the power of the top-tier weapons. These Quinques are still effective in combat, but they may require better positioning, timing, or upgrades to compete with stronger options. Let's go over the B-rank Quinques in Roblox GHOUL and break down their strengths and weaknesses. 1. Dojima. Strengths: long range, good AoE attacks, upgradable to a spear. Weaknesses: lacks high burst damage, can struggle in fast-paced fights. Dojima is a solid mid-range Quinque that provides decent range and AoE potential. It allows you to fight from a safe distance while still dealing consistent damage to multiple enemies. The best part about Dojima is that it can be upgraded into a spear, which improves its overall effectiveness. However, it doesn't have insane burst damage, making it slightly weaker against high-speed opponents who can avoid its attacks. Best for players who prefer long-range combat and area control. 2. Kagiri. Strengths: powerful attacks, strong AoE damage, great knockback. Weaknesses: slow attack speed, requires good positioning. Kagiri is a heavy-hitting Quinque with large AoE damage and knockback capabilities. It excels in crowd control, making it useful for knocking enemies away and creating space. However, its attacks are slow, meaning you need to land hits carefully and position yourself well to avoid getting punished by faster opponents. Kagiri is best used in fights where you can control space and pressure enemies with strong AoE strikes. Best for players who like heavy-hitting, high-damage Quinques and don't mind slower attack speeds. 3. Yukimura. Strengths: decent AoE, good for group fights, easy to use. Weaknesses: lacks strong damage output, doesn't excel in any particular area. Yukimura is a balanced, easy-to-use Quinque that performs well in group fights. It has okay AoE attacks, making it decent for hitting multiple enemies at once. While it's not the strongest or the fastest, it's reliable and effective for players who want a simple yet solid Quinque. However, it doesn't particularly stand out in terms of raw power or utility, which keeps it in B tier rather than higher. Best for players looking for a balanced, beginner-friendly Quinque that works well in team fights. Final thoughts on B tier Quinques. B-tier Quinques and Roblox GHOUL are decent choices that can hold their own in fights but don't reach the power level of A or S-tier Quinques. Dojima is best for range, Kajiri is great for knockback and AoE, and Yukimura is a well-rounded, easy-to-use option. If you're looking to dominate fights, you may eventually want to upgrade to an A or S-tier Quinque, but these can still serve you well if used correctly. A-tier Quinque tier list, Roblox GHOUL. A-tier Quinques are some of the strongest weapons in the game, offering great damage, mobility, and utility. While they might not be as overpowered as S-tier Quinques, they still perform extremely well in both PvP and PvE. These weapons excel in various areas, whether it's fast attacks, strong AoE, or unique mechanics, making them reliable choices for any investigator. Let's break down the A-rank Quinques and Roblox GHOUL and see why they're among the best. 1. Scorpion. Strengths: fast charge attack, has a ranged skill, great AoE. Weaknesses: lacks extreme burst damage, requires good accuracy. Scorpion is a high-speed, versatile Quinque that excels in quick engagements and AoE damage. Its charge attack allows for fast movement and quick strikes, making it perfect for hit-and-run tactics. The ranged skill gives it an advantage over opponents who rely on close combat, while its AoE ability ensures that multiple enemies can be hit at once. The only downside is that it doesn't have the highest burst damage, meaning fights can last longer against tankier opponents. Best for players who want speed, range, and strong AoE capabilities. 2. Demon Yamada. Strengths: incredible AoE, high knockback, powerful attacks. Weaknesses: slow attack speed, requires good positioning. Demon Yamada is a hard-hitting AoE powerhouse, perfect for wiping out multiple enemies at once. Its slow but powerful swings deal devastating damage, and its knockback effect makes it great for controlling space in battles. However, since its attacks are slow, you need to time your swings properly and position yourself well to land hits. If you can master its slower speed, this Quinque can be one of the best in group fights. Best for players who love high-damage AoE attacks and crowd control. 3. Serrate. Strengths: extremely fast attacks, great movement abilities, good for aerial combat. Weaknesses: lower damage per hit, requires aggressive playstyle. Serrate is built for speed and mobility, making it one of the fastest attacking Quinques in the game. It is small but rapid strikes, allowing for quick combos and relentless pressure on opponents. Additionally, its movement abilities let players dodge, reposition, and engage in aerial combat, making it perfect for high-mobility playstyles. However, its damage per hit is lower compared to heavier Quinques, meaning players need to rely on speed and consistent pressure to win fights. Best for players who prefer fast attacks, high mobility, and aerial combat. 4. Nutcracker. Strengths: unique trap mechanic, charge and lunge attacks, great for single targets. Weaknesses: requires good trap placement, less effective against multiple enemies. Nutcracker is a tactical, skill-based Quinque with a fun trap mechanic. It allows you to set traps that can catch enemies off guard, making it useful for setting up ambushes. The charge and lunge attacks provide good mobility and burst damage, making it an effective tool for single-target combat. However, since it relies on traps, it requires good timing and positioning to maximize its potential. It's not as strong in group fights, but for 1v1 battles, it's a solid choice. Best for players who enjoy tactical gameplay and setting traps for their enemies. Final thoughts on A-tier Quinques. A-tier Quinques and Roblox GHOUL are some of the best weapons in the game and can hold their own in nearly any fight. Scorpion is great for speed and AoE, Demon Yamada is a powerhouse for group fights, Serrate is perfect for fast, agile combat, and Nutcracker adds a unique trap-based playstyle. While they may not be completely overpowered like S-tier Quinques, these weapons are still extremely strong and reliable choices. S-tier Quinque tier list, Roblox GHOUL. S-tier Quinques are the absolute best weapons in Roblox GHOUL, offering the highest damage, best abilities, and strongest overall performance. These weapons dominate in both PvP and PvE, making them the go-to choices for high-level investigators. If you're looking to maximize your power and take down enemies with ease, S-tier Quinques are what you need. Let's break down the top-tier Quinques and why they stand above the rest. 1. IXA. Strengths: can attack from a distance, surprise attack change, has a ranged mode. Weaknesses: requires skillful switching between modes, less mobility than some options. IXA is a highly versatile Quinque that gives players multiple attack options, making it one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Its ability to attack from range makes it effective against close combat opponents, while its surprise attack change allows for quick, unexpected strikes that can catch enemies off guard. The ranged mode gives players even more flexibility, allowing for mid to long range combat without sacrificing too much damage output. The key to mastering IXA is knowing when to switch between attack styles, as skilled players can adapt to any situation and dominate fights. While it doesn't have the highest mobility compared to some A-tier Quinques, its insane damage and versatility make it one of the best choices in the game. Best 4, players who want a well-rounded, adaptable Quinque that can handle both ranged and close combat. 2. Narukami. Strengths: extremely quick attacks, massive AoE damage, has a ranged mode. Weaknesses: requires precise timing, can be countered by fast-moving enemies. Narukami is an S-tier Quinque that excels in speed and area damage. With its quick-hit combos, it can shred opponents in seconds, making it one of the fastest attacking Quinques in the game. Its huge AoE damage makes it extremely effective in crowd fights, allowing you to take on multiple enemies at once. The ranged mode gives it even more versatility, letting players strike from a distance when needed. Narukami's only real weakness is that it requires precise execution. While its attacks are fast, if you miss or get dodged, you can be vulnerable to counterattacks. However, when used correctly, this Quinque can obliterate opponents before they even have a chance to react. Best 4, players who love fast, high-damage combos and large AoE attacks. Final thoughts on S-tier Quinques. S-tier Quinques and Roblox GHOUL are the best weapons available, offering insane damage, powerful abilities, and strong ranged options. IXA is an adaptable Quinque that allows for both ranged and surprise attacks, while Narukami is a high-speed, AoE powerhouse that can wipe out enemies quickly. If you're looking to dominate fights, these are the weapons you should be aiming for.